Hi everyone, it's Gina. Welcome back to my channel. It's fall. Okay, trees are bare. Look at all these leaves. Oh my gosh. Look. Walnut trees bare. And I hear someone with their blower who's blowing leaves. So we do have one of those sucky blowy things. I can suck the leaves up and mulch them, put them in my compound pile, and then it has a blower too. So we purchased it last year, and so we're going to be using that. It's getting a little chilly. This is Idaho in the fall. I'm just on my way back to check the chickens. And we'll stop by at the greenhouse. Yeah, we've got to blow all this. I put all my Tonka trucks away. Let's go in the greenhouse. I'll show you. I tidied it up in here. Put my little carpet down. Yeah, I got, I still have some seeds that I need to harvest right here. But pretty much done with that. I got all of my coxcomb seeds all done. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, I got quite a bit. Let me show you. This is all the coxcomb. And for next year, I'm kind of excited for next year's planting season. But anyway, got all my pots ready for next year. Okay, now the cold weather comes, right? All right. Dang, I love spring and summer with all the flowers, but that's okay. All right, chickens are probably getting ready to go up for the evening. And I will put on this segment, a couple days ago I went and it was dusk, and so it was nice out, and I'll put that on here. But I went and had to go get one of my chickens and put her in. Hey, hey, what you guys doing? What you doing, babies? You guys need water? I think you might need some water. No, you got water. Hey. Molting season, you guys. Molting. Look at all those feathers. I've got to come and rake out here and clean. Yeah, and we're only getting like 4 eggs, 2 to 4 eggs a day. All right, hop on here to say hi. And I took a walk in the foothills, and I will show you some of that. So anyway, stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna get her and put her in the chicken coop. Yeah, I don't want her out here like this. Hey, yeah, we don't want you out in the cold, okay? So, I'm gonna go bring her into the chicken coop and put her in, put her in one of my nesting boxes. Yeah, little one, I'm so sorry. Trying to get her snuggled in my arms because she was a little awkward. Okay, so we put our, let me show you here again now. Okay, I'm not going all the way to the top. It's getting really cold. So, I'm on my way back down. I got the 3rd leg, and I'm sniffling, and it's cold. So, we're headed down now. We almost got there. I'm just, not feeling it today. but we were almost up. We almost got up there. But look, my beautiful city. I'm on the way down. There's no one coming up here. A guy did pass me. He was asking me, you know, if there's snakes. No snakes. Snakes come out when it's really hot. And so, yes, there are snakes in these foothills. There's coyotes. I think there are some mountain lions. Lots of deer that come down. But yeah, I think we did good. I got what I wanted accomplished. I needed to go out and hike, and I did, and I got it done. So now we're just on our way. On our way down, it did rain, so it's a little slick in areas, so I have to be careful. Be careful. Anyway, you came for a hike with me today. Awesome. So as the fall and winter come, there's not much yard stuff to go over, and there's chickens are pretty much the same. There's no chicks born, you know, but there's still a lot of content. So I do other things in the winter. I will go to archery, and I will hike on nice days like this when it's cold but nice. And this is basically down, steep. It's Mikey. I don't bring Sunday because she used to be my dog I would bring up here when she was younger, but not now. So Mikey's 9, Sunday's 9, but they're different breeds, and the pug-nose dogs don't do well when they get older. They can't breathe, so I don't bring her up here. Yeah, you can feel it's a little, you can see it's a little, not muddy, but soft. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for joining me. What a beautiful sky, right? Look at the beautiful sky. And all the colors. If you could see the colors of all the trees in Boise, the Treasure Valley is very pretty. All right. Oh yeah, I'm breathing hard. I just passed a guy who was asking me about this. It's exactly 3 miles up, 3.5 miles, about 6,000 steps, 3.5 miles up and down, depending on your stride. Anyway, I'm headed there. Yeah, it's exhausting. So, penitentiary's right there, and then there's a parking lot. And there's a trailhead right there, and there's one that comes up this way. Yeah. So those people were there, and they had to hike all the way down to the parking lot, right down, no, actually, where is it at? Right down there, and they weren't going to make it. So just to kind of show you how far they had to go. So yeah, there's a penitentiary right there. You can see it. Pretty colors. Straight up. Yeah, the sun right there. Whew. All right. Pretty day. Look at the pretty colors. So that used to be where those houses are. That used to be orchards. It used to be so pretty, but now there's these big, huge, ginormous houses. And I am going to hike up there. That's the plan anyway. It's a cool day. It's like 50 degrees, but that is nice because it won't be really hot, and I'm trying to get up this mountain and I'm miserable. So I can be miserable and cool, right? And there's just a few people up here. Yesterday, just right about there was a couple. I attempted to come up yesterday. There was a couple that, as I was walking up there, I could see they were just standing there. And I'm already breathing hard. And they just weren't doing anything. And I got up there and she kind of sat down, kind of fell over. And I said, "What you doing? Can I help?" And they said, "Yeah, I think she broke her ankle." Well, it wasn't broken, it was sprained. But there are two ways, there are actually three ways to get up this mountain. And I'll show you down, there is a old penitentiary, old prison that was down there. You'll be able to see it. And there's two trails from there, and there's a parking lot. And it's pretty steep, actually. If you can see right here. Mikey, stop. Mikey. Right there is the trail. Up here. Right there is the trail that goes up. Sorry, that kind of got blurry. And then there's one back there. And they're extremely steep. And so they had hiked up those to get to this point where I'm at. And then I knew there was no way that she was going to get down that steep. It's rocky, a lot of steps, very slippery. And so I said, well, my car's, just down there. Let's get her down to my car. Now, granted, I didn't know these people, but I knew I was on a mountain, and, what are they going to do? She couldn't walk, so I took them to my car and I drove them to their truck, and I'll show you. It was way down there, so I was at the right place at the right time, basically. And I posted a little bit of that story on my video. But look at that beautiful sky. That's where I'm headed, up there. But yeah, there's no one up here. It's just me and Mikey and myself. There he is. Mikey. He's a good little hiking dog. So that little ravine right there, at the bottom of that ravine, is the parking lot to an old penitentiary that there's two trailheads, and then there's a trailhead up by that house like I came from, and that's where I came because it's not as steep for the first part. I don't like it really steep because it's going to be steep enough up there. But anyway, the wind's blowing a little bit. It's a little cool. I needed this. This is like I said, my other, and it rained, so there's puddles of mud and water. Yeah, see that? Okay. Right there is the old penitentiary. And that's where people hike up from there. I used to do that all the time. And then I found the vineyards. It used to be called the vineyards. So I always start there because it's a really nice incline instead of steep, rocky. Get a little closer. But anyway, I will show you when I get up there.